is L9 Pram. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this before, but it's our second location. I'm here for the whole day, but I wanted to throw on the camera and just chat with you guys because I have an exciting idea. Before we do that, I'm going to do a backflip on this pole. If I land it perfectly, you need to like and subscribe, okay? We have 95 stars. We're almost to 100. Oh, you don't have to like and sub for this one. Alright, let's go into the staff room and we'll chat. Alright guys, you get to be my therapist for today while I lie down and eat M&Ms. Just chuck this on here. How is everyone, by the way? I haven't been uploading as much as I should. I have like 3 videos that are already edited, but I just haven't uploaded them. Anyways, so you know when I was in Vietnam and I went to that motorcycle workshop place, SCMC? Man, that place was awesome. That place was just a sick place. So for those who don't know what SCMC is, it's a motorcycle clubhouse. It's a place where riders can go to catch up for a drink, coffee, hang out with other people who ride. It's just a sick spot, just a cool spot. And it reminded me a lot of a space in the UK called the Bike Shed. Basically the same thing. The Bike Shed's cool because you ride in and they have like an underground parking. So as you actually ride through the cafe to get there. And so each time you come in and out, it's sort of a bit of like a show. They hold like bike shows and all that stuff. Anyways, this is something that I live for because as you may know, I'm obsessed with motorcycles. And so let's take a step back. Let's take a step all the way back. For as long as I can remember, I have always wanted to own my own business. My parents owned their business. They owned a bakery. And I don't know. I've always wanted to own my own business. I've daydreamed about owning a cafe or a restaurant or a bar or something, you know, something cool. And so over the weekend, I visited a cafe. This is like not scripted, by the way. I'm just talking, so I'm sorry if I'm rambling. Over the weekend, I went to a cafe called Bodgo's. I think that's how you say it, Bodgo's. It's in the eastern suburbs in Burwood. No, not Burwood. Blackburn. And I'll see if I can put in a video clip because I didn't record too much, but you can get the gist of it. It's basically like a cafe with a motorcycle workshop in the back. And look, what they've got going on was really cool and a really cool space to be in. But I was standing there looking at it and I was just thinking to myself, geez, I could do better than this, you know? And that just sort of lit a fire within me, which is scary to say. So I've got a bit of an idea. Before we get into that, I'll give you some context. So some of you may know this. I used to work as an interior designer. I was in the design industry for 8 years and I was working for real big companies. Like our clients were like the Star Casino, Crown Casino, 5-star hotels, just big companies. And what I found was that it just lacked a bit of soul, you know, a little bit of human interaction. And it made me quite depressed because if you're familiar with the design industry, it's a lot of, because it's everything's project based, right? So there's a lot of late hours, working towards deadlines, unpaid overtime. And back then, the one thing that I was like really enjoying was movement, was parkour. Parkour, free running, tricking, gymnastics, capoeira, that sort of stuff. And that was the thing that I was looking forward to. And one day it just hit me. I was at my table, hating life. It was like probably 10 p.m. And I was just like, why the hell am I doing this? How do I make parkour my career? And I was like, oh, maybe I can be a parkour coach, or maybe I can start a parkour gym. And I was like, no way, Alan, that's never going to happen. Anyways, I quit my job. I studied a bachelor's of sports science with the idea of becoming a physio. One thing led to another. 3 years passed. I was managing at a company which taught kids parkour. I had 2 teams of parkour coaches, 2 different locations. It was cool. That job was cool. What we were doing was really worthwhile. It was very, very rewarding, but it just wasn't my speed. It was a little bit too intense, and the way that it was ran was it just didn't work well with me. It also taught me that I love customer service, but I hate sales, if that makes sense. Like, I would go above and beyond to help someone, but I really hate pushing a product. It's just not, I don't know, I didn't like that part of the job. Anyways, I left that company, and now I'm with L9, and I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm managing 2 locations, but I've got 2 really cool teams, and the community's great. Working with adults, not kids. Way more chill, much more autonomy. I mean, yeah, it's been good, but I don't know if this is what I want to be doing in the long term. And so, as you know, I love motorcycles. I'm obsessed with motorcycles. So I'm going through that same sort of stage right now. Just thinking, what should I be doing this? Anyways, going to Bodgo's over the weekend sort of made me realize, holy crap. It planted that seed in my head. It made me think, holy crap, what if I actually do this? How would I go about it? And now it's just conceptual, it's hypothetical, but I'm thinking about it. And I want to share with you guys my dream. I want to share with you guys what I've come up with so far. And it's naive. There's no research behind it. I know that starting a business is hard. I know that starting a cafe in Australia, in Melbourne, is hard. Most businesses go under in their first year. So I get it, but I just want to share with you my idea in the hopes that I'm just getting it out there, putting it out into the universe, and maybe something will come back. But also, if one of you guys think it's a cool idea and you want to steal it, go for it, because it's going to be sick. I don't care who does it. I just want something like this. So my idea is basically what SEMC is doing, what the Bike Shed is doing, what Deus Ex Machina is doing in Camberwell in Sydney. So the idea is it's going to be a cafe and bar. Okay, so primarily it's a cafe and bar. It's going to be motorcycle themed. Okay, so the decor and just sort of everything about it is like classic motorcycle themed. That in itself, I think, is very achievable. It's just a themed cafe, so nothing too crazy. In my dream and in my head, we have a big warehouse space, kind of similar to the size of this space. I'll give you a quick tour later on. So it's going to be a cafe. We serve food, we serve coffees, we serve drinks and cocktails because there's a bar. It's going to be situated in a space where it's accessible for a lot of people, so maybe inner suburbs or maybe destinational, so eastern suburbs, Ringwood, Hillsville, where people who like myself, are interested in motorcycles, can ride them bikes, park and meet up with their mates at the cafe. And it's just a good spot for them to hang out with other people who are like-minded. It will be a good spot to meet up before a long ride, or a good place to unwind after a long ride. I think that would just be a sick spot, like just a sick location to be if you're into motorcycles. I want it to be inclusive, not just like cafe races, not just sports bikes, not just like Harleys and bobbers. Everyone who's interested in motorcycles can come in. I want it to be inclusive. Just a really cool spot. So in my dream, somewhere along the line, it's going to have like a retail type portion to it, similar to what SCMC and Bike Shed are doing. So we'll be stockists of helmets, gloves, leather goods and keychains. I want to make our own stuff. I've got some cool ideas. What else? Like just anything that's motorcycle inspired. We have like a small range, maybe like an online store. I also want to incorporate a workshop and get someone like my bike dad, Gary, or just some old man who's a bike whisperer to just use the space, bring all your bikes in, work on your bikes. It can be a spectacle for people who come in. If you want to sell your bikes, you can sell your bikes. We'll have like a spot where you can display your motorcycle if it's on consignment. And then down the road, we can do custom motorcycles similar to what Deus Ex Machina is doing. Oh, that'd be so cool. And then what this hasn't been done, and I think is a great idea, motorcycle washing and detailing. So just imagine this. You're on a ride. You went down Hillsville, did the Black Spur, went up to King Lake, came back. Now you're knackered. You've had a full day of riding with your mates. You're ready for lunch. So you pull up to this spot. Out front, motorcycle parking. You give your keys to the valet and say, I want to get my bike detailed. It's going to take 20 minutes. Cool. They bring your car around the back. You go inside, you order a coffee, you eat your food, you chill with your mates. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe it's double level, or maybe there's like a big glass door or glass window. And on the other side, you can see your bike getting like bubble washed, polished. The chrome is cleaned and everything, wheeled out into the sun to dry. And then when you're done, grab your keys and you ride off. I think that'd be sick. I think that'd be really, really cool. I think also what'll be sick is somehow we incorporate like a little barber shop. Because there's a brand called Culture Kings. When they first opened up in Sydney, they did retail and barbershop. And it was like streetwear and barbershop. It just sort of made sense, right? So similar concept. I think that'd be sick. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know what I'll call this shop, but it's just got me excited, you know? I think it's good to have a dream. And this is what it is. It's a dream, you know? Like, I know this is something that's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of planning, a lot of money. It might never happen. And when it does happen, if it does happen, it might happen within 5 years. But this is where my mind is right now. This is what's occupying my mind space. And this is what I'm excited for. And I think over the past few weeks, I wouldn't even say that, over the past few years, for the longest time, I felt a bit lost, you know? Even when I was working as an interior designer, I felt a bit lost because I wasn't sure what I was doing. And then when I changed careers and I was studying and working, like even now, like I feel a little bit lost. But then this It could be wildly different once I execute it. But just owning a space, making it my own, running my own sort of brand and having my own team, that excites me. And I think that is what I want to do. No, I know that's what I want to do.
Go, live your dream.
I will.
Your dream stinks. I was talking to her.
Thanks for everything.
What do you guys think? Oh man, do you think it's a good idea? I think it's a sick idea. And I think it's really important to have a dream. Dreams are scary, you know? Like, I think we all, deep down, we all have a dream. And it's scary to think about it. It's scary to vocalize it, to put it out there. Not only because you might feel like you get judged or it's not plausible, or you might doubt yourself, but also like once you voice your dream, and if you want it enough, you should do it, right? Like what's there to stop you? So look, this is my dream. I just wanted to voice it out there, let you guys know. It might never happen, but this is just where I'm at. If you guys have a dream, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. This stuff excites me. I think this is the stuff that gives life meaning, you know? So if you have a dream, let me know, put it down in the comments below. And I don't know, watch this space. Who knows, maybe in 5 years, once I get 200 subscribers, I'll be an owner of a shop. All right guys, that's it. I've got the whole day at this gym. I should be doing some admin stuff, but I just wanted to put on the camera and check in with you guys. I've got so many videos to upload. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.